short and sweet. I'm gonna get my butt to work. It's kind of a cold day today, but the goal today is I gotta take the front suspension out, the rear suspension, transmission, axle, all that stuff. Pretty much get all the suspension underneath it. And I'm gonna put it up on. I got 4 jack stands right here, and I'm gonna put it up on there, and then I'm gonna get the. I have the jig here. This is the jig I've been telling you guys about. It's it goes on the, it'll actually mount to each suspension point on the front. Like this will be the front and that'll be the back, and I got to build like little uprights to actually bolt to the frame of the truck. And then these are those little the side thing, which will actually allow it to tilt over on its side. I got wheels. I got 1 wheel right here, I think 3 more up over there. But I can't get this on the truck and get it mocked up and everything else until the suspension is out. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna try to knock out, I'm gonna work on the front first. I don't know, why not, no reason why. But no, let's get on it and see what it's like, because it's been a while since I took off front suspension on one of these. I guess we'll get our hands dirty, I guess. And then my buddy Duke over here. Yes, right here, there's a beam here and a beam here, and this little pipe right here for the shifter link, it has to come off because it runs right through the beam. So that is definitely one thing I'm gonna have to take off first. I got a feeling it's gonna be a pain in the butt, because normally when stuff's all rusty, it doesn't like to come off. But we'll see. Here. Let me sit right there. Alright, so remember correctly, to get the shifter link off, it goes right here, goes all across here, and it goes up in there. So I'm probably gonna have to go up there and take the shifter off and all that fun stuff. I broke off. I had a feeling I was going to do that actually, but I tried. Unfortunately, I can buy one of these, but I don't know if I can buy the rod, the entire long shift rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this right here Probably cut it right here and cut it right here just to get it out from underneath this beam portion right here. All these brake cables, I'm cutting all of those. I'm putting brand new everything, so I'm not really worried about those. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. There she go. There's that one. A dog of mine, I swear. Okay, that goes there. I think that's a speedometer cable. So looking at this, that's clear. That's taken off. That's clear. This should come right out now. Keyword should. With all that stuff taken out, there is, if I remember correctly, yeah, there's 2 bolts here, 1, 2, 2 bolts here, 3, 4 on each side, and that's it. Like literally, that's it. I'll cut this brake line, but I'm getting new brake lines anyway, so probably need new brakes. I need to keep these little, these are special washers that go up in there. Make sure we keep those. Alright, let's go do the other side. Let's see what we got in there. Woohoo! Little gun. While I'm down here, I always try to look through, just see if I can find some more stuff I didn't know about. Like I'm really looking at the frame. The frame actually looks really, really good. Got a little fixing right there on it though, but overall it's pretty good. I think at least. I gotta replace this core support, which they make that. These are outrigger jack stands. They remake all that stuff. Alright, I'll do that. A little quicker than I thought. So I guess the next step is to Let's see if we can get the back out. But I got a feeling the back's gonna be a little more challenging. Could be wrong. Hope I'm wrong. But let's see. This is me and my partner. His name's Duke. You Duke. He's a pain in the butt, but we love him. And here, I know I gotta take these bolts out. Those bolts, that bolt, 2 bolts on each side. And then this big bolt. Might have some, there's, what is that? No, that's not part of the transmission. That's gonna be free. The throttle, the clutch cable is free. I probably have 2 bolts down there at the nose of the transmission takeout. And might be it. Not sure. Either way, here we go. Nice and slow.
It even has a little extra sugar content.
All right, well, I got transmission out. I popped right up and it literally just comes right out. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I gotta take these they're called spring plates. These little plates right here. Right here, and it's part of the suspension on Volkswagens. There's actually a bar right there that actually goes in the center of the vehicle, and you're actually twisting that bar, and it puts a lot of down pressure. So this little lip right here is holding it down. So you got to be a little careful, because if I just hit it out, because I undid this little cover right here, you do the cover and it comes out, it'll pow real fast down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jack it up a little bit, and then I'm going to tap it out just a little bit to free that little lip right there. And then I'll lower the jacket, and it will gradually get rid of the thing, and then the plate will just come right off. And then after that, because the jig that I have, it actually bolts up right here where these 12 torsion bar cover plate, what do you want to call it, goes right there. It bolts up there, and then it comes over here and it bolts up. I'm not sure if it bolts up here or here. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And I'll probably have to actually build a special plate to come down and then bolt to it anyway. So I got a little freedom there. So let's get this spring plate off. Hopefully I don't kill myself over here, but we'll see. So I'm gonna release a little bit of tension right there. And then get my hammer. I'm going to slowly try to get this. It actually took the whole plate off, which is fine. You'll get to see it. This is that plate I was telling you, or bar. There's a little bar in there, and this is the bar that it actually twists in there. I can get it out of here. Just take a little fun to play with though. That, and then let's go on the other side and do it. There we go. I just had a bunch of grime and gunk in there. So on this end I have 45-degree angles. So what it is this piece. This piece I had cut out. I made this for about 2 years ago. And what it does, it's at the same angle that this is on. So what I gotta do, I gotta get it like here, and then I'll weld that. And the distance between here and there is going to be the wheels. I want the wheels just to be a little bit on it, so it'll roll around, but when I just tilt a little bit, it'll catch right there, and then it'll kink and click on over. That's how it works. But okay. And I only put that angle on one side. Technically, I could have cut it where I could put it on either side, but I didn't do it like that. So I get to choose which side I'm going to put it there. And I think I'm going to put it on the, passenger side. I think so. Really doesn't matter because it only really interferes. It comes up, what it does, it'll come up here and then right here. So it's going to affect the front doors no matter which side I put it on. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have to probably jack the front of it up, get this up underneath there, and see how that's going to work. That might be a little fun. Okay, now I got the entire thing framed up here, framed over there. Now I get to figure out how to, I gotta do the uprights. The uprights from the tilt dolly up to the actual suspension and be able to mount it. I gotta go out in the shed, dig around a little bit. I think I have these plates that I had for that. I think those are for the rear, but honestly, I can't remember what I had for the front. So I'm gonna go digging in the shed. I think the best way to do this is actually take the back out. What I'm gonna do is, I'm having a hard time, not a hard time, it's gotta, I gotta figure out is, I need to make this thing as level as possible. So it's real hard to do brackets and everything else. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting the wheels. Go ahead and get the wheels mounted on there. I might just weld them on there or whatever. That might work just like that. Yeah, dude. Do all that. And what that'll give me an absolutely level plane to work off of. So then once I get all 4 wheels mounted on, that's my good straight per se. And then I can roll it underneath the truck. I'll do measurements from that to the body, to the frame, and try to get it as parallel to these poles as possible. And that should level my entire truck the best I can. And then once I can get that all perfect, and then I'll build the brackets from this that go up. And then once that's done, I can actually weld those on later. I don't have to put them on right now. Dude, you gotta get the camera. Do that. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. So one good thing about this thing is I'm not a professional car repair, restore kind of guy. I'm just like you guys, watch a bunch of YouTube videos and just trying to figure out like you guys do. So I guess let's do that. Let's go ahead and mount these wheels on there. I don't know if I want to mount them like this. I'm thinking actually outer. This is going to be the outside one, so I think I'm going to put it in like that. I think all I got to do is just weld, and that should give me a good thing. I've never welded. I don't even know what kind of metal that is on that wheel. So that could be fun. So yeah, let's do that. I gotta fire my welder. I hadn't used my welder in golly, probably since I welded this stuff about 1.5 years or wherever it go. Let me get all this figured out, and we'll be back. What I'm gonna do, I got the welder all set up, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make it consistent on both sides. So I'm gonna go out 2 inches, I guess. Let's say 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Make sure there's no junk on it. Ow. I'm just gonna measure it up. It don't really have to be, it really doesn't matter this way. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this. 1.5 inches, just kind of get it. Both sides. Now I got this thing. Now I can start building it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna weld over each one of these because the last thing I want to do is a wheel fall off. So let's get that done, and I'm gonna I'm gonna try to sweep underneath the truck, get it all nice and cleaned out, and I don't want any bumps and just junk getting in the way. It's just easier to roll too, honestly. So go with that, and I guess we'll just keep going from there. I'm kind of making some of this up on the fly. I guess it's part of the learning curve that everybody learns. But let's finish welding these wheels and let's go from there. Now what we can do, we can just get the cart. Now you can see that it's nice, and it just being on the wheels. Now I got a nice good platform on it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go out in my shed and find the wood, and or not the wood, the steel. I have a steel plate. I think it's a angle iron. It's gonna go from here up to here. Of course, I'll have to figure out the bolts and all that, so I can just use these on the back side, drill a little template through it, weld it to this. I gotta get it perfectly centered. So that's gonna be the fun part, is getting this thing all centered up. So let me go out in the shed, try to find that angle iron. Hopefully it's big enough. I really can't even remember. The truck may be too high too. Now I'm thinking about it, I think it is too high. But I'll go back in my designs and that blueprint stuff that I have, and I'll see what it comes up with. All right, so what I did, I got it as good as I could. It's super level in it there, whatever. Got it the front and back, and then I actually threw a level on the back of the truck. Make sure that was a good surface to go off of. It may not be perfect, but I think it's going to be good enough. I'm not like cutting the frame or anything like that, so I think as long as I keep everything in the place where it's supposed to be, even if it's a little off, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Hopefully, let you know in about 2 years. But what I did is I had this big piece of angle iron that I've had. I used to have another piece for the front, but I'm gonna have to go buy it because I don't know where that piece went. I moved twice since then, so no telling what it is. So what I did, there's these little holes, existing holes, boom, 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 boom. I'm only gonna be able to catch probably 2 of them actually. I tried putting a third one in it, but it didn't work out too good. But what I did, I just put it up here. I set it up the best I could, and then I went on the back side and I drilled. I got a little Sharpie and drill holes. And then I got the actual plate cover that goes over this anyways, and made sure the holes are good. They turned out to be really, really good. So now what I'm going to do is I have to make one for the other side, and I want it to be the same. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it over here and do this. Do it right here. There's the other one, and it's mirrored. So I'm gonna push them together. I have a real straight edge right here on this piece of glass. I'm gonna get them super, super straight. Make sure they're perfect. And then I'm going to drill, cut the holes, or mark the holes. Right there. Right there. That hole, I tried putting a hole there, but it's so close to the side. After I drilled it, I realized there's no way I'm gonna be able to put a bolt in there. The head will end up hitting so much, it just ain't gonna happen. So I'm only gonna put those 2. I already drilled these 2. I just wanted to make sure it worked, and then I was gonna show you how I did it. Okay, so I got the 2 holes I need. I put this one off to the side. And there's my 2 templates right there. So what I'm going to do, I put it on the side, and then what I should have did the first time, but I didn't do it, is I should have gotten a piece of like my trash can right here. And what I'll do when pieces fall off, they'll fall in here and try to get off the ground. That way I ain't gotta clean up metal shavings. So what I did is, I know what size this is. This is a 1/2 inch. And then I have a smaller one, which is, I believe, is a 7/32. I just picked whatever, it didn't really matter. Not on this one. So because this is such a big hole, unless you had a drill press or something like that, you could probably make it fly. But what's easier is getting a smaller drill bit and go through, and then come back later with it. It just takes a little bit of time. It's not hard. It's just try to get the best you can. I got some good old W40. So I'm going to try to get as center as I can. That should be it right there. They gave me my little divot point, and I got the speed on 1, so it's nice and slow. You don't need nothing fast. If you do it real fast, it's going to smoke in your drill bit, and you'd be going back down to a hardware store trying to get more bits. So like this. That. Do the same thing on the other one, get it as center as I can. I'll switch over to the big one. And just repeat the same thing. Alrighty, you got, see that there? I got it bolted. I may have to chop it off. I may have to come back later and chop it off right up here, because I'm probably gonna have to. Nah, this is fine. We'll just do a test fit. Yeah, we'll end up taking that thing off, going about 1 inch above that one thing, and then I'll hack it off. Go over here and see if the other one's gonna line up. Cold beans. So what I gotta do on this one is, it's right here. So I don't know if what I'd really like to have is get a whole plate that covers this whole area, and then I come down with a pole that I can go down and just go straight down, and then I can come off of here and like do it another angle. And I would actually probably do it again, go an angle that way, just, you know, just to kind of give it that support. I'd probably actually do all 3, and because I plan to beefing up that thing over there too. So I guess I'm just going to see what kind of metal I can end up with. Because if I can get a whole plate there, that'd be so sweet. This is my baby, so I don't want to take any chances with it. So I plan to try to overbuild this where I can. And where areas where I don't think I feel comfortable with it, I'm gonna rebuild it. I actually am questioning these wheels. They say they're supposed to be rated to 1,200 pounds, I believe, or something like that. I really have no clue how much this thing weighs, but it's completely empty. There's, I'm gonna take the doors off of it. There's no suspension on it. There's the bed metal's off of it. A lot of the floor metal's off of it. There's no seat. The steering rack's gonna be off of it. The bumpers, the door. I mean, so it should be considerably lighter than, one that rolled off the floor for sure. But any area I think where it's going to give me any issues, I will probably end up bracing it out pretty good. Why not? I'd rather be safe than sorry. I think that's going to work. So I'll take those. I end up taking those back off, hack them off. Man, this is so cool. This is the closest I've ever been for actually getting into it like this. And then I figured out something too. These guys, which I built a long time ago, they're supposed to go right here. And the wheel is about like this, and they're supposed to follow this 45-degree angle, and they go down just above where the wheel sits, which is fine. I mean, I could do all that. I'm probably gonna have to put just like right there. It'd be fine, but the problem is it's too short. I don't know. I took the measurements off. I remeasured it, and it's still 44.5 inches. So I don't know. Maybe the guy made it. Maybe it's 54.5 inches, because that's quite a bit off. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a piece that'll actually go inside here. Get a piece that actually goes inside here. It'll slip in there, and then what I can do is I can I'll get a piece that slides in there, and I'll be able to slide it up, and then I'm going to build a little outrigger that's going to go and actually penetrate right here. There's going to be one here, and then one will be on the back side. The one in the picture, the guy actually used metal. He used a piece of metal and went across here. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do up here, level it, do it outrigger, and put like just a piece on here, and then I'm actually going to probably get a 2x4. One, because this is not a straight line. It's not a straight line at all, and it has like a if you look down it's got a little bit of a curvature to it. So one, the 2x4 will naturally curve it, and it will also protect the body a lot better. And I'm probably actually going to get that thing, and I'm probably going to get like a towel or something and wrap around it and staple it to it, just make like a nice little bumper so it'll touch it. But the deal is I'm trying to penetrate it, because when I roll it over, a lot of weight's going to be on there. So I really don't want to try to do that, try to mess it up. So I think with a 2x4 and a towel or something, some kind of like material like that to give it some kind of cushion, that should work. And then once this one's up and that one's up, there's going to be that 2x4 will connect the two together. And then I think that's all I needed. I can't remember, but I'll shoot for that. That's my plan right now. So tomorrow I'm planning to, well, tomorrow's Sunday, but I plan to get that front plate and go for there. All right, guys, that's it for the day. I'm going to call it quits tonight. I'm going to do a little cleaning up in the shop and stuff like that, just in case my kids are walking back and forth. I want to get some of that metal shavings and stuff like that on their feet like that.
But I just want to tell you guys I appreciate you guys watching today. Stay tuned to the channel. I plan to keep cranking out as much as videos as I can. I'm going to try to do it weekly if I can. But there's no telling us. The Corona thing is kind of messing up everything. So I guess we're just going to roll with the punches, I guess, on this. But I do appreciate you guys. And if you can, please like and subscribe for little channels like me. And until then, I'll see y'all next time.